Hi guys, it's Mariana. It's Sunday, which means it's time for a new vlog. I feel like all of my vlogs have been like, if you watched last week's vlog, it's like last week on Mayo Core. If you watched where did I leave off last week? Oh, last week. Okay, sleeping schedule wise, I ended up staying up for 24 hours yesterday because I ended up waking up at like 3 a.m. and I just stayed up for 24 hours. I went to sleep at 3. I woke up at 8. I woke up a little earlier than usual because I have a cat. These are things that happens when you have a cat. Yeah, I woke up. I had to get my video uploaded because it was taking too long last night. I was too tired, like couldn't do it. And now I'm working on my homework, and I also bought this new camera and I cannot open it for the life of me. Just to my luck, I can't open it again. Seems like exactly something that would happen to me, right? I have a bunch of packages behind me. Let's get into, oh, also, okay, so I crocheted last night. I started crocheting this bag, so I got 3 squares done last night or yesterday because I decided that I want to finish crocheting my bag before I braid my hair. I don't know, it just seemed like the right idea because just in case after I braid my hair, like I just am not in the mood to like use my hands for like braiding or crocheting anymore. Like, you know, I want to be gentle on my hair, especially because I want my braids to be long. Yeah, so anyways, let's get into the reading. So last vlog we left off, here's my stack. I was reading One in a Million. This was a net galley. I don't know if I ever told y'all like this was a net galley. It comes out the end of March, I believe, or the beginning of April, or sometime in April. That's my bad. I don't know. I'm reading One in a Million. This is about this woman who is a famous singer and she froze her eggs because she had this rare disease. And this man who was married and his wife gave birth to a biracial baby despite their family being white. And so the singer wants to connect to the family to get to know this baby that is biologically hers. And the man is like very threatened by her, but they actually end up starting this romance. And I gave it 4 out of 5 stars. I actually ended up really enjoying it. It's something about the fact that it wasn't like rivals to lovers or enemies to lovers or anything like that, but it's like he felt so threatened by her because not because of like the person that she was, because he's a successful lawyer, but threatened by the fact that like he didn't want her to come in and like take this baby from her, even though it was biologically both of theirs. Sorry, I forgot to mention that, because the clinic accidentally mixed her sperm with his sperm, so the baby is biologically both of theirs, but he was just afraid that she would like come in and like take the baby. I gave it 4 stars. I didn't really like the celebrity aspect. I don't really like celebrity stories, but I still give them a try sometimes because you never know. Just because you don't like something doesn't mean. I didn't go in with the expectations to hate it. I didn't go in thinking like, oh yeah, I'm about to hate this shit, you know. Like I genuinely wanted to read it. I actually didn't even know what the plot was. I just saw the cover and I did see that she was a singer and I was kind of iffy about it, but then I actually saw the plot and it made me interested. I felt like her being a singer actually didn't really add or take away from the story. I feel like it was kind of useless, if I'm being real. But I mean, that's the author's decision. That's maybe what she wanted to write. I just particularly don't really like stories like that. Like even in my last vlog, I said like even in my fan fiction days, which those days are still here. But even when like the beginning of my fan fiction days, I was not reading like celebrity fan fictions of the celebrities. Like I was reading like celebrity AUs and stuff like that. One in a Million, I gave 4 stars. Next, I'm currently reading Sorcery. I am almost done with this one. This is the 5th Discworld book, like in chronological order. The 3rd wizard book in the Discworld series, and then this is my 7th Discworld book, so I hope that makes sense. This follows Rincewind, and he has to take this artifact across the world, across like the universe. And I talk about Discworld all the time, but if you don't know what Discworld is, it is about this universe that is about this world that is a flat disc that is on the back of 4 elephants, that is on the back of a flying turtle flying through space. It's very whimsical. It's absurdist fantasy, so the point is to like be funny. But my favorite thing about these stories is that they always have like a deeper meaning. They always have like a theme. They always have like themes. And like that's what I love about books. Like I love a book with themes. I love something that has a deeper meaning. I love something that can be dissected. I love something that just can be like, wait a minute, that makes you think. I don't like to read just books that no shade, but I don't like to just read books that like I can turn off my brain and read too. I want to have my brain on when I read, and these definitely, and they're fun and they're quick, and I love being in this world. I've yet to give any Discworld book 5 stars, but with that being said, I think this is my favorite series of all time. despite me haven't given any. It's like I know when I get to that 5-star book, I'm gonna be like, holy shit. Like, you know. I'm also reading Royal Assassins, which, y'all, I was delusional enough to believe that I could read both of these books within this month. The end of this month, this week. I thought that I was delusional enough to think that I could read the second and the third book within this week. My concept of time, if that doesn't tell you about my concept of time, my concept of time is so bad. And it's so crazy because I'm not one of those people who are late. I'm actually an early person because I am aware. I'm self-aware that my concept of time is terrible. But, like, it is just so off. Like, I'll be like, oh, I have 15 minutes left. Like, 3 o'clock, I'll be like, oh, I have 15 minutes left. And then at 3:05, I'll be like, I still have 15 minutes left. And then, like, once the 15 minutes are gone, I was like, what the hell? And it's like, I don't have no concept of, like, time moving, if that makes sense. It's really terrible. So I started this. I've only read the prologue, though. I didn't read this. Yeah, I didn't get to this last night. And I also didn't get to Rise of the Empire last night. I really wanted to have this series read by the end of this month as well. I want to read the last book, but it does make me feel better knowing that this is a bind up. So it does make me feel good knowing that I've read 4 of these books this month, and that's really nice. So, and also I don't have to finish a whole series within a month. That's something I can also be easier on myself about, is that I don't have to read an entire series within a month or read an entire trilogy within a month. Like, as long as I'm reading it currently, that is good enough for me. So with that being said, I do want to finish this month, though, which I know that I can. Time, I finished it. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. I think that this book is fine. I think that I'm really excited for the 4th book, but I'm also really nervous because everyone, like, hypes it up and says it's, like, the best thing since sliced bread, and, like, it's so good, and that's where things change. And I feel like if I get into this series and it feels like the exact same, I am literally gonna scream. Like, but yeah, also, if you're wondering why I don't explain the plot of these 3 books, it's because they're, like, in the middle of a series, and I don't want to, like, spoil anything for anyone. So that's why I talk about how I feel about it, but not, like, what's going on in the series or the plot or anything, because I don't want to spoil it. But I just want to say that because no one's commented that in any of my videos or anything, but I just want to say that just in case, because you think, I say this all the time in my videos, but you think that you don't have to say something, but people genuinely, like, common sense isn't common. And, like, I remember when I uploaded my worst books of 2025, someone got mad at me because I said that these were all, that I didn't say that, like, it was all my opinion. Why do I have to say that? You're a grown-ass adult, you know? But it's like, why do I, like, you think that you don't have to say certain things on here, but you do, because people, they want a reason to be mad, to be honest. And also, I think that people don't realize that, like, when you are, I'm not an influencer, but when you do social media, that, like, not everyone has, like, 1 billion followers and they don't see their comments. I see all of my comments. I don't respond to all of them sometimes, but I do try to at least like majority of them, or but I see all of my comments, like, even on all videos, girl. Especially if you comment at like 5 a.m. I'm gonna see that shit because I'm awake. Like, anyway, sorry, that was like a mini rant that, like, was so uncalled for. But I got this comment on my video last night. It was my Kindle, like, Kindle versus, girl, what's the Kindle versus Kobo video, and somebody was like, oh, I don't understand your nose piercing, like, it looks like a bull nose, why would you get that? And it's like, why is that any of your business? Why is it any of your business what I do to my body and what I do to my face? And I literally comment that. I literally comment, like, why does it bother you what I do to my body and my face? If you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. I got a comment, like, a few weeks ago, and somebody was like, oh, the profanity in your videos is just, like, too much for me or whatever. Okay, what do you want me to do about it? I'm a grown-ass woman. I'm literally 26. Like, I can understand if I was a child, but I'm quite literally 26-year-old. I know I don't look it, but I'm a grown adult. Like, you cannot be telling other people how to live their life if they don't agree with the values that you, as long as they're not harming anyone, if they do not agree with the values that you have, just don't, hey, I'm trying to have a conversation here. But yeah, if they don't agree with the morals, if they don't agree with the, like, whatever you have, as long as it's not harming anyone, it doesn't matter. You don't have to consume the media. If someone cusses, uses profanity, and you don't like that, you don't have to consume the media. If someone has piercings and you don't like the piercings, you don't have to consume the media. If I don't dress, because I also got a comment and was like, oh, I love the way that you like are so thoughtful, but your outfits. Girl, I am balls deep in the middle of depression. Do you think I give a fuck about what I'm wearing right now? No. And the people who watch me don't either. Like, what? And if I don't dress according to how you like, you don't have to watch me either. Like, I don't understand why people act like you're forcing them at gunpoint to consume media. You don't have to watch me. But people who do watch me, I'm very grateful, but you don't have to. I don't watch people I don't like. I don't know how y'all do it. If I don't like someone, girl, the amount of people I have blocked, every time my friends send me videos, I literally will go, they literally will be like, I don't know if you had this person blocked or not, but this is funny. Because when somebody pisses me off, I'm blocking them. I'm not consuming their media. And I will block you everywhere. And I've even found how to block people on YouTube. Because I go that far to curate my space. Because it's my space. Why would I want to consume media that makes me mad or that I don't like? So you don't have, like, if you don't like the things that I do, you don't have to watch me. Girl, I'm getting worked up at like fucking 9 a.m. Like, this is crazy. Also, I have coffee. Like, I'm getting worked up at 9 a.m. Like, let me take a sip of my coffee and calm down, girl. Okay, I feel like this lighting is really weird, but I'm kind of feeling it. Okay, let me just get my camera situated. Ignore the packages. I got mail, obviously. Anyways, I got pop. Let's listen. My favorite thing is listening to pop open. So, okay. It's the best part, y'all. Ooh. Too good. Too freaking good. Look at this camera that I got for the summer. It's super cute. It's a digital camera. I personalized that, put like some little stickers on there. She's cute. Look. I'm so excited. All I need is like this little thing that hooks up from my phone and I can put the SD card in there. That's all I need. I need to get one from Amazon because I didn't realize that like the thing that I have to use on my laptop, the HDMI cord extension thing that I have, the HDMI extension thing that I have doesn't work with this camera, so I need to buy one. But it's so cute and so tiny. I'm gonna have the cutest pictures this summer. So you heard it here first. If you see I got some cute pictures on my Instagram and you're like, how did those pictures turn out so cute? It was probably this camera. I do have my camera that I use for vlogging, but like that's solely my vlogging only camera. Like, I don't like to take it out the house. It's discontinued and it was $500. I do not have the money to replace it. I'm not gonna risk it. Don't have a stack update, but I do have a book update. Okay, so book update. I did finish Sorcery. I gave it 3 out of 5 stars. This is not my favorite. This is not my favorite Discworld book. I think that Rincewind was just really annoying in this book, and I think that he doesn't do very well solo, but I'm still going to continue on with the series. The next book I have to read is Weird Sisters. I'm very excited for it. My goal, I think, because after I get to 10 books, like the 10th book in the series, I'm going to review it. So I'm technically going to have 12 books read, but then I'm going to review it. So maybe I'll review the series like every 10 books. I want to start reviewing books on my channel, reviewing series. So I'm going to try. I'm thinking of uploading 3 times a week. I'm thinking of uploading Wednesday, Friday, Sunday. Maybe, I don't know, I haven't figured it out yet. But I do want to upload 3 times a week because I want to start doing series reviews once I start knocking these series out. So after Theft of Swords, after I finish the last book in the Rhyria Revelations, I keep calling it Theft of Swords. The series is called Rhyria Revelations. After I finish Rhyria Revelations, I'm going to do a video on it. After I finish Assassin's Apprentice, I'm going to do a video on it. After I read 10 books in the Discworld series, I'm going to do a video on it. I'm going to do one every 10 books, I think, so that way it's just 3 videos. And then even if they like flop and they don't do well, I'm still going to do them up until I probably get bored of them, or excuse me, I get bored of series, because you never know who you can be helping out, you know, by these. I actually watched so many Theft of Sword videos the other night, and I'm already into like series review because I'm loving it. So sometimes it's just people want to hear why you love something. Sometimes they don't even care to read it themselves. They just want to know like why you love it, or they also loved it and they want to hear somebody else love it. So it's not even just, series reviews aren't even just to get people to read the series, but to just talk about the series with these people. Yeah, I think I'm gonna start doing series reviews for a little bit. The book reviews aren't really as popular as they used to be. Like, that's not a thing on here anymore, but you wouldn't be surprised. Like, every every single Discworld book I read, I go and I look up the reviews for it on TikTok, and I go and I look at people, what they have to say about it, if it's their favorite one, like how they felt. And it's so much fun to do every single book, and so I want to be able to provide that. Finished Sorcery, I gave it 3 stars. I don't own Weird Sisters, so I don't own Weird Sisters, Pyramids, Eric, or Moving Pictures, and those are the next 4 that I'm going to be reading. Because I also already read Small Gods, and that counts in the first 10. I already read that. And then after I read Moving Pictures, so after I read the 10th book in the series, I'm gonna read the series that I own. So I own The Wizards and The Witches. So after I finish the 10th book in the series, I'm gonna read The Wizards and The Witches, so that way I can complete the books that I own. And then hopefully I can get my hands on the Death series, because the Death are releasing new covers this in March. I mean, this is going to be going up in March, so we'll just say this month, because in my mind it's already March. February's moved by so fast for me. Usually January and February is so long, and February is a short month, so it always perplexes me that February is so freaking long. Like, it always feels like one of the longest months in the year, but this February is flying by. This is my crochet project so far. This is the front panel, and then I just have to do the back panel, the sides, the bottom, and then the what's it called, the handle, which sounds like a lot, but it's actually not. I think I'm gonna work on both side panels today, and maybe even the bottom panel, so then that way tomorrow I just have the back panel. So it's literally just 2 for the sides, so 4 altogether, and then 3 on the bottom, and then 6 on the back. Which sounds like a lot, but I promise it's not. So it's gonna be super cute. This is gonna be my summer bag. So yeah, and then I need to decide if I want to line the insides, because if I do, I'm gonna have to do something with this, which I don't want to do. I don't want to do nothing with that. So I need to figure out if I'm gonna line the insides or not. I need to find out if people line their beach bags, because it's essentially a beach bag. Okay, so I need to figure out if people line theirs. I don't know. I mean, you should line your bags, because if you don't, they will droop. Like, that is a fact. But like, I need to see if it's gonna fuck up the aesthetic or not, basically. That's all. So next time I come back, hopefully I've read a little bit more. My desk is a mess. I haven't been asleep yet. It's 12 p.m. It's a lot going on here, girl. I'm currently watching The Bold and the Beautiful with Trixie and Katya. I'm not really into drag. The only drag queens I know are Trixie, Katya, and Kimchi, because I love her makeup. I am gonna get into drag. I am gonna get into Drag Race maybe this summer. My only thing is that I only watch reality TV in the summer because Love Island and Big Brother are on at the same time, and they come on every day essentially, and I just love watching reality TV in the summertime. And so the only issue is I just haven't gotten around to Drag Race. No, I know someone else. Oh my gosh, no, I know 2 other drag queens. They were on All Star Shore, and one of them I really loved. They kind of like this little romance going on, and like all the guys on All-Star Shore did like a drag, and it was super fun and really cool actually, but I can't remember their names, but I do follow them on Instagram too. And that's why I should watch Drag Race, because I would be better at listing people. But I think it's really funny. My brother loves their podcast, so I've been meaning to check them out. I did watch 1 episode before, and the episode was boring, so I was like, but I randomly turned this episode on like today, and I was like, oh, they're fucking hilarious. Like, they're fucking funny. So I decided that, so now I've just been watching all their podcasts. Like, they are funny. I don't know if the episode I was watching, like, just the vibes were bad, like the moods were bad, like what, I don't know what they were talking about in the episode. Like, I genuinely don't remember. I don't know why I picked up my coffee cup, because you can't see. Current obsession. When I went grocery shopping a few days ago, I got this coffee creamer from Love is Blind, and it's chocolate covered strawberries. To know me, it's my 3 favorite things in this world: sushi, chocolate covered strawberries, pina coladas. Okay, there's nothing I love more than those 3. And Love is Blind had like their own little chocolate covered strawberry coffee creamer, so I decided to check that out. Absolutely obsessed. I'm fully sure this is the reason why I haven't been able to sleep. Not like all this month, but like recently. I don't even watch Love is Blind. Also, White Lotus had a pina colada flavor, but I'm like, that's like, maybe I'll try that in the summertime. Like, that's just a little too, it's a little too much for me, right? So I just want to let you know that's my current obsession. So if you see that in the store and you like chocolate covered strawberries, I highly recommend checking it out. I haven't read. I haven't been in the mood to read. I've just been watching random videos. I've been watching long ass YouTube videos. I've been watching video essays, movie commentaries. Like, I watched Kenny JD did like an hour-long video of Kwame Kilpatrick, who was the mayor of Detroit back in like the early 2000s, near mid 2000s. And I used to see him on the news all the time, but I didn't live in Detroit, but I was always in Detroit because all of my family lived in Detroit except for like my immediate family. Like, we lived like outside of Detroit, but I was in Detroit every single weekend, sometimes even during the weeks if we had no school. Summertime, I was always in Detroit. So like, I just didn't know like what he had going on. Also, I was a kid. I had to be like in the 5th grade, girl. I had to. So I didn't know what the hell was going on. I just remember seeing him in the news all the time, and something that happened, like the news reporters reporting on like the fraud. So I watched like that whole video about Kwame Kilpatrick, which was like literally crazy. But I did know that he's now a Republican, and he's like thanking Donald Trump for pardoning him. Okay, I've been crocheting. I'm gonna show you my crochet project now. This is what I have. This is my beach bag. I'm doing one more layer because these are thin, girl. I originally, like, the way that I did it originally just like was messed up, but I fixed it, and I love her. She's so beautiful. I love the colors I picked. I love like this tan. Like, I feel like it really gives like beachy. And I want to crochet something else. I feel like the reason why I stopped crocheting so much is because I had so many projects that I was working on that I became overwhelmed because I want to start so much at once. So I think it's just best if I either take it one at a time. The crazy part is I downloaded my books and audiobook and everything. I just did not want to listen to it. Now I'm getting tired. I'm like, okay. Sleeping schedule's been all right. I don't know what's wrong with me. Like, I'm sure it's insomnia, but at the same time, like, it can't just be like, because even I don't know, like I feel like my sleeping schedule was even worse, and like usually like it has to get worse in order for it to get better, and like it has gotten worse, and then I did kind of fix it, but like I don't know, like maybe I'm not doing all I need to do. Probably stay up for 24 hours today, but it's like, what's the point? I stayed up for 24 hours 2 days ago and nothing happened. So now what? But yeah, I'm probably gonna finish up this row, watch some more of The Bald and the Beautiful, and then I do want to read Rise of Empire a little bit more before I go to bed, because I do want to finish that book before the end of the month. I thought I was going to be able to finish that and Royal Assassin. Let's save Royal Assassin for next month. Oh, also I created my March TBR. So this is my March TBR. So I have the rest of the Farseer trilogy, some like spring books, Pirate the Orange Tree, which is a buddy read with a Twitter mutual of mine, and then The Final Architect, this series is called. I've already read Shards of Earth, so I just want to reread it so I can finish the trilogy completely. I really liked Shards of Earth when I read it, but it's been like 2 years now at this point, and I don't remember anything that happened in it. So yeah, that's my March TBR. And then and then also I have the series that I'm reading. Obviously I want to continue on with Discworld. Obviously I want to continue on with the Rhyria books. Wheel of Time, because I own it, I'm gonna continue on with it, but usually I'll be like, I might take a little break from it. I might take a little break. I just want to get on here and say something because I didn't update yesterday, and I feel guilty if I don't update. Like, if I went 2 days without update. Like, I know it's not that serious. Like, I could literally say that like it's the next, like I could literally be like, oh yeah, it's Tuesday, like, and like nobody would know, but I don't want to do that. I know that I have to apologize for like the way that I look when I come on here, but I just still feel like I should, because it's just like, I don't know, I don't feel like I'm presenting myself the best, but I'm also balls deep in depression. My room's a mess, my hair's a mess, I'm a mess, my sleeping schedule's a mess. It's a goddamn mess, okay? This is my bag. She's super cute, came out really nice. I think that I'm going to crochet me two tops as well. I am trying to avoid braiding my hair too soon because I don't want to braid my hair and then have to re-braid it at the end of the month, because I am not that great of a braider. My hair is done just enough to look good. I am not super, I don't grip my hair super tight, and I don't on purpose, because growing up when I used to get braids, I will never forget, there was one time in the 8th grade when I got my hair braided and I could not sleep for days. That shit hurt so bad, and I still can feel the pain. So like, I don't braid my hair tight on purpose, but because I don't braid my hair tight, it doesn't last as long. And that's okay with me because I do my own hair. And like, yeah, I could just touch up the parts and all this stuff and like touch up the arounds. So I might still braid it sooner. Like, I'm just trying to hold off because I'm so excited. And I'm looking up all these hairstyles. I'm looking at the size that I want to do and all these things and like the length. And I'm just super excited to get to it. But I'm like, I'm like in my crocheting era. So I want to crochet while I'm feeling like it, because this is the first time that I've crocheted in months. But anyways, I actually do have a reading update for you guys. I read 100 pages of, this bookmark is not accurate. I read 100 pages of Rise of the Empire, so now I'm finally on to the second book, and I really like it so far because this book takes place on the ship. So I know I haven't been talking about what's going on in these books, mainly because I don't want to accidentally give something away from the previous book. So, but I will tell you, I think, so from like the third book, this is the fourth. The one I'm on is the fourth book because they're a bind up. So I've already read 3 books, and this is my 4th one. And then this one is 5 and 6, which I need to put on my TBR. So basically, in the third book, Hadrian decides that he wants to retire, and Royce is really worried about Hadrian because there's this prophecy that says that Hadrian is gonna die. So obviously Hadrian's still fucking alive. At least I can't say nothing about the last 2 books, so I don't know what's going on there. But obviously he's a fucking alive, right? And so Roy spends the entirety of the book like worrying about him and this prophecy, and Hadrian is like, I want to quit. Like, I want to go and be an actor. I want to see myself on the stage. I don't give a fuck what I want to do. I don't want to be doing this shit anymore. So Royce is like, let's go on one final mission, and then after that you can do whatever the fuck you want to do. So they do that, and then Hadrian quits, but they're still friends, and Royce decides that he wants to get his life together. Well, Royce decides that he wants to move on with his life. He proposes to Gwen, which is like this girl that he's been seeing, and Gwen is pregnant with a baby when this starts off. And so this one is like a getting the band back together type of thing, even though like I don't believe there's a lot of time between the third book and the fourth book. And so it is about them on, like, I call them missions because they just feel like TV show. Like, I think I've said this early in the vlog or maybe in my last vlog, but it just feels like a TV show. Like, they start off like at home in their community with their at-home life, and then like something happens and then they have to like travel and go do this mission and like complete it. You know, it kind of feels like formulaic, not formula, yeah, it kind of feels formulaic in the sense. I hope you understand what I'm trying to say about that. Like, it just feels like a TV show in that sense. Adrian and Royce are now on this ship, and it's so crazy because I've been wanting to read books with ships. I was actually supposed to finish the Farseer trilogy this month so that I could start the live ship traders, but that just has been pushed back a little bit, which is fine. So I'm going to be starting the live ship traders in, I'm going to be finishing the Farseer trilogy in what's this month? March? Girl, what month are we in right now? What month did I just say? Whatever, girl. Yeah, so I think I could finish the live ship traders and the Farseer trilogy in March too, though. I'm like looking at my TBR stack as I said that, and I'm like, girl, you know you fucking lying. You're delusional. And I'm not really like reading like a lot. Like, I'm not reading, because I'm reading so many books at once and I'm enjoying it. I'm not reading 20 books a month, and that's totally fine by me, especially because a lot of these are fantasies. I'm reading about 400 pages. I know my story graph probably says like 350, but I'm reading around like I'm reading on average 350, but I've been reading like 400, I've been reading 600 pages all fucking month. So the fact that I got like these big ass books done in 1 month is so amazing. Even though these are a bind up, but whatever, I don't care. I just can't wait to like finally get into an era of Nabron. This one is thick. Oh, it's thicker. I can't wait to get into this so that then I can finally move on to the Rhyria Chronicles. So this is the Rhyria Revelations. And then I have a plan to do videos for the series that I finished. So once I finish the series, I want to do like videos about them and talk about them and talk about how I feel. Kind of like how I'm doing now, but like more of a sit down thing. And so I did want to do that. So I wanted to braid my hair over the weekend so that when I start off next month, I can, I don't know. But now that I think about it, I'm like, I don't want to braid my hair too soon. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might come back with hair braided. I might not. We'll see. So last night I finished. Okay, I gotta make this quick. I don't have a lot of time left. So last night I finished Rise of the Empire. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars, as I do every book. I know in all of my videos I'm like, I would give this 5 stars if it was just Riss and Hadrian walking around the woods just talking to each other, because I think they're so funny together. But like genuinely, they just don't feel like 5 stars. Like me and Mika were talking about this the other night, and I rate purely based off of moods. And like in order to consist of being 5 stars, the book has to be rereadable, and I just don't know. Like it has to be a favorite, but it also has to be rereadable, and I don't reread a lot. That's why I don't give out 5 stars like candy, because I don't reread a lot. So when I'm like, okay, I will reread this book, it has meaning to it for me. So I just don't see myself, like I really enjoyed it, I just don't see myself rereading the story. So I gave it so I'm giving it a 4.5 out of 5 star. And then I'm starting on the next book, which is Heir of Navron. I was supposed to be starting the next bullet time, which was The Shadow Rising, but I just realized like I don't want to read this right now. Like I would literally rather be reading anything else. So I'm gonna take this off of my TBR. And so that leaves me with Royal Assassin. So these are my 2 physical books that I'm reading. And then I'm currently listening to Weird Sisters audiobook while I crochet, because I'm making I forgot what they're called, like a bolero, I think. But literally, this is it. Maybe I'll make this a little bit longer, because I'm like, oh, I think I wanted to stop here. But it's meant for another shirt to be worn under it, so don't get your panties into a squirrel. I don't know. Maybe I'll make some more. I kind of like how thin it. No, I think I'll do some more. But yeah, so I'm doing that while I crochet. And then I'm also writing in my reading journal, because I didn't update any of my books this month. So I'm going back and forth between that. Oh, I also got some mail. I got these 2 books in the mail from Berkeley. So I got Cold Iron Risk. And honestly, I requested this when I was going to read the series. This is by Jim Butcher's son, who I haven't read. And I did start the first book in this series. It's called The Unorthodox Chronicles. I did start the first book in the series, but I ended up putting it down for whatever reason, and I don't know what number in the series this is. Like this has nothing. Okay, this is the 3rd book in the series. So I thought by the time that this came in the mail that I would have read both, but I just requested it because I was like, oh, I like the covers, I want to read it, like whatever, it doesn't hurt. Like if I like it, I like it, and I have it. If I don't like it, then like, oh well. But I haven't even read it yet. So, and then I got The Gate of the Pharaoh Gods, which is the 4th dungeon crawler book, and this is actually my next read. I've read the first 3. I own the first one, so I need to buy the other 2. But other than that, I really love this cover. I thought that my favorite cover was the 3rd book because of all the red, but like I love this cover. This book is thick as fuck, like thick as me even. It didn't even sound right. Like that was, oh, that's so cute. It says cats do not swim. That is so cute. So I think this is gonna be, I'm gonna put this on my March TBR, because even though they're big, I finished these dungeon crawler books really quick. So I'm gonna put this on my March TBR. just because I want to be like caught up with the series. So I want to show you guys what I've read so far this month. I ended up completing 16 books, and 11 of them I have owned physically. So this is what my physical TBR, and this is so good. Like, I'm doing so good this year, like with reading my physical books. I've never been more proud of myself, because usually like I'll probably read a bunch of my books physically for like 1 month, and then like I won't go back. But I've just been doing so good, like with the series that I'm reading. I've just been continuing on. Like, I've been really good at, if I see something I want to read, putting it off until later, instead of, or like trying to find a way to fit it into my schedule instead of just jumping into it immediately. And I'm just so proud of myself. So yeah, I'm just hoping that next month in March I can at least get to 20 books read. I can get back on a decent reading schedule. So like 16 books is great, that's fine. I just wanted to read a little bit more, but I'm not like beating myself up about it. Like, it's fine that I didn't read everything I wanted to read. And I think this month I'm gonna stick to my TBR being physical. So last day of the vlog, I'm actually about to record my February wrap up. So I did complete a book last night, so I got one book read for the first, which is so good. I ended up reading Witches Weird Sisters. I gave it 3.5 out of 5 stars, really like a 3. Weird Sisters was about this king that dies. The son is like sent to the witches, and the witches send him off until he is old enough to like take the throne, and that's what the plot is. And like, I just didn't care, and I think it's because like so many people hyped it up, and I thought I was just gonna like it so much better. And I also do think it has something to do with the audiobook, because I just don't think I like the audiobooks for Discworld. Like, I think I'm just gonna have to, I mean, they're really quick and easy. I usually just listen to the audiobooks because of how fast they are, but like I need to just stick to reading them myself, because I just don't think that the audiobooks are for me, which is fine. And then I started These Burning Worlds. I read 1 chapter of that. I have not read anything of Fool's Assassin or Royal Assassin. I read 1 chapter of Heir of Navrin, so that's probably like 20-30 pages. And then I read 100 pages of Shards of Earth, or reread, because I have read this before. I'm rereading this so I can move on with the series, because it's been a minute since I've read it. We don't know what Shards of Earth is about. It is about this, they're called like the final architects, but they're like aliens, and they were at war with the humans, and then they like won the war, and then they kind of just like disappeared. And so the main character is from a colony of women, and if I remember correctly, the architects are like starting to come back now, and like everyone's getting like really worried. So I'm rereading it so I can finish on with the series, and I'm 100 pages in because I've been listening to this while I crochet, and I've been having a lot of fun. But yeah, that's just like a quick little update for you guys. This vlog, like, I'm not really feeling it, but I wanted to vlog because I know that you guys like it. And it's not that I wasn't really feeling like the vlog, I just didn't, like, I don't know how to explain it, because it's not that I didn't feel like vlogging. I think because like I like my vlogs that are like super aesthetic, and I don't like when I just come on here and I like talk. I know you guys don't mind, but like I just wish that I would have put more effort into this vlog. But I've been really struggling with my sleeping schedule, and like I've been trying to get it together, and like some days I'll have it together and some days I won't, and then my room is messy, so I want to clean my room so I can feel better. And it's just like so much going on to where I kind of just like shut down. I just lay in my bed and read. And also, like, I wasn't really reading a lot the end of the month, but I've kind of slowed down on playing Love in Deep Space, because I've been stuck on this like 2 levels for the past like week almost. And like I keep trying, and then I'm also trying to upgrade the memories, but I'm running out of stuff, and I don't have enough of anything for it, and I'm not willing to spend money on this game like I already did, and I just don't think that it's worth it. And the things that I do want to spend money on, you can't. So I just don't think it's worth the money, to be honest. That's the only reason why. I'm not a gambler, girl. Like, if it's too hard, I'm not gonna do it. Like, I'm not somebody where it's like, oh, it's too hard, like, and they get motivated. If it's too hard, I don't want to do it anymore. So yeah, that's it for this vlog. I hope that you liked it. I still like the vlog. I just wish that I could have put more effort into it, but I gotta go film my wrap up. So I'm gonna be ending this vlog here, and I'll see you guys in my next video.